Hey, Cal Forever here. So, it looks like I am on Mount Humphrey, up by the Snow Bowl, and it is snowing up here. But it was snowing in the canyon between Flagstaff and Sedona. And I'm like, what the heck? Isn't it spring? But I guess we're in the mountains. We're in the Rockies, right? That's why I brought a second pair of gloves. All right, so I'm glad I had my coat. And yeah, so I'm picking some sap for some salve. And wow, I don't know if this is... I figured I'd come up here, man, I want to say in the springtime. It is spring. In the next month or so, this is going to be the most beautiful trail. I'm hoping my twin flame finally has a breakthrough and comes on this trail with me, because you got to come this time of year. Wow, I don't really want to walk on this slippery snow. Whoa. Now it's windy. So I feel pretty good today. And yeah, I like that tree there. That's a spruce. Is that a blue spruce? I need to learn my taxonomy better. Especially if I'm going to be harvesting things from trees. I need to know my identification. I'm a horticulturalist. I should freaking know that shit. So, wow, it is kind of cold up here. I kind of do not want to be up here. So, there's something that popped up that I wanted to say in this spiritual journal flow, and hopefully help enlighten other people through expressing myself. Like my family, I had this realization, or it just kind of like clicked in. Wow, it's fucking cold. I need to zip up my coat. Like my family, wow, look at that bark. Trees are amazing. There's like no sap, but I'm hoping to find a tree that has a lot of sap. So my family doesn't receive me, and it's important for me to recognize that. And 4 years ago, when I started waking up out of the haze, I was trying to be received. I was expressing myself to my family, and it would just lead into an argument and a fight, and I'd be pushed off and not really listened to. And it's like being received. Some people might just not be able to receive you, and it's like certain beliefs, like my dad has a strong belief that I'm mentally ill, which I'm not mentally ill. I may have high functioning autism, but really that's just a label of someone that is different. And I'm going through this. Autism's the solar plexus mutation, that's what it is. And it's a rainbow child, right? And so that was what I originally was portraying to my parents. And I'm like, I'm seeing angels. I'm psychic. This is really cool. These are my passions. These are things that interest me. Like, I want to break free. I want to move out of Nebraska and live an amazing life and follow my passion. Life is not worth living unless you're following your passion. It's really not. Man, it is cold up here. And I had that strong feeling that I couldn't settle, that I just could not settle for less, and that I had to do what gave me joy. And when you do that, it gives you life, it gives you energy, it gives you health. And when you go against that, it takes from your health, it's degenerative, and then you develop degenerative diseases. So I'm really seeking people to receive me. And first, you really need to receive yourself. And sometimes, especially as a projector, because in the human design, I'm a projector, so that means I need other people to see me. I need other people to see myself. So I see myself through others reflecting to me. And so look at those trees. They're totally different species of trees, but they're just hugging and kissing. Dude, trees know you're there. Trees know you're there. There's a mycelium network. I've seen it in this forest. When all the snow melts, it's gonna nourish all of the mycelium. And the mycelium connects the roots of other trees in this spruce here. That's actually a pine, I think. That is a pine. So this pine here, and this seedling of this pine is from this. This is the mother of this pine, which actually that's a male and female sex plant. But it's sending nutrients through the mycelium network to the roots of this other tree, and they favor more of their offspring. And almost all the trees are in some form of communication. Some trees aren't directly connected. So these birch trees and these pines are in a synergistic relationship with one another. And the mycelium sends nutrients and information between trees, they're having a conversation. So let's say you're living in this forest. The trees know you're here because there's the myceliums connecting to your feet. You're getting the fungus on your feet. You're walking around, the fungus probably kills the bad fungus on your feet, so it's really healthy for your feet. If you have what's it called? Athlete's feet. And so let's say you're hungry. The forest knows. And so the mycelium will be oh, I gotta give Calvin some mushrooms. So it's all of a sudden mushrooms will pop up overnight. And it's because the forest loves you and wants you to survive. So and that might not be scientifically proven, and that's my speculation, but I'm sure there's a way that you could prove that. So I think this is kind of all the further I want to go. Look at that black squirrel. Or it's like a black-brown squirrel. Alright, so I'm going to find a spot to do a video with my drum. Hey, so, watch my other videos of my sound, and my chanting, and my singing. If you haven't watched any of those, they're pretty cool. So Cal Forever here. Well, I kind of want to finish up. What else? Because I feel incomplete about being received. Sometimes you have friends that just don't receive you. It's okay to have friends that don't receive you, but you do need people in your life that just receive your heart. That don't want to project and just put their beliefs on to what you're expressing, because then they're not receiving you. Okay, I guess that's all I need to say about that. Cal Forever here. Peace.